What's up, familia? Welcome inside the Big Rig. Hope you guys are doing good. Keep in between the lines. Got your load secure. Okay. If you guys have not heard, this trucker was sentenced to 110 years, basically life. I mean, that's it. 110 years. That's life, right? In Colorado for pretty much what happened. He lost control of the truck, lost his brakes, went downhill, and got into an accident. Quite a few people died. We'll get into a few details a little bit as I go on, but I do want to say that this has actually happened to me. When I first started trucking, I was hauling bottom dumps, and I was hauling dirt. Now, when you haul dirt like that, unless there's a scale around, man, they load you to the max. Sometimes you're even overweight. A lot of the times you are overweight. And when there's commercial enforcement, they do pick on you. They do say, hey, let's go see. Or sometimes they got portable scales and they're like, let's see how much you weigh. So anyway, I was going down the I-15. Some might know it as the Cajon Pass. And I was just riding the brakes, homie. I was riding the brakes. I was young, inexperienced. I was riding the brakes. I lost it. I lost the brakes. Truck started speeding up, and I was looking behind, hitting the brakes, and I'd see nothing but sparks coming out of the axles. I saw the runaway truck ramp. I took it, and the impact when I hit it, the steering wheel just kind of, I lost control of the steering wheel, and it got me back onto the side lane. Not back in onto the freeway, but there's a little small side lane. And it got me back on there as the truck came to a stop. For those that saw that happen, they're probably thinking like, damn, this is a skillful driver. I'm telling you guys right now, skills had nothing to do with it. It was all luck. The steering wheel just happened to hit like that, man, and just snapped me over to a small lane. So I did not have to, call anybody to come get me out of the runaway truck ramp. It was a very scary moment. Very scary moment. Damn it, dog. I would never want to go through something like that again. Now, in this case, for one, if anybody's gone through Colorado, man, homie, there's some steep hills. Okay, I've trucked through Colorado before, and there's some steep ass hills. Now, this guy was hauling, I believe it was lumber. I've hauled lumber before on a flatbed. I don't know how much he was weighing, but let's just say he weighed the max, okay? One thing that I was not able to find out was how much experience this guy had. From what it seems like, he did not have much experience at all. I think he was out of Texas, Houston, to be exact. I do not know how much experience he has. When there's really no way to prepare for when you don't have brakes. I'm not going to say experience doesn't matter. That's not what I'm going to say. However, when you're in that situation, it is very scary. Trying to remain calm and, thinking what's the best answer to what to do. It's tough, man. It's tough. Like I said, when it happened to me, I was young. I was inexperienced myself. I think this guy was 25 when this happened. And he was just sentenced to 110 years. And from my understanding, to the state law of Colorado, the judge had to sentence him that. The judge said, if it were up to him, he would not be sentencing him to 110 years. But because that's what the law is, he had to give him 110 years. Here's the thing. The guy had the option to get off the road and hit one of these runaway truck ramps. And he didn't. As a matter of fact, there's actually footage of it. People are saying, hey man, it's stupid that he thought he could just coast down and just go about it that way. Look, I'm going to tell you guys, man, there's not really much thinking going on when something like that happens, especially if the guy doesn't have experience. Now, there's a thing that he didn't do a pre-trip. Okay, all right, look, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys this. Most truckers, especially today, do not do a pre-trip. I'm just being real with you guys. Most truckers today do not do a pre-trip. Especially if they do, I'm talking about on a daily basis. I'm not saying they never do a pre-trip, but I'm saying on a daily basis. Especially if you did a post-trip and that truck is assigned to you, meaning that nobody else drove that truck except for you. If you did a post-trip, most likely, most truckers, I'm not saying all, most truckers are not doing a pre-trip, especially with today's trucks. How advanced today's trucks are. You do that post-trip and nobody else touched that truck. I'm just going to be real. Most truckers are not doing a pre-trip. All right. But that's not an excuse, okay? Because protocol is to do your pre-trip. So that's no excuse whatsoever. The fact that he didn't hit the ramp, yeah. I mean, look, when it happened to me, I was scared out of my mind, dog. And I just saw it, and it wasn't even a thought. I just turned the wheel and went in there, and bam. I wasn't thinking like, hey, man, this is the best option. So, this guy, again, if anybody knows how much experience he had, let me know, because I wasn't able to find how much experience he had. I don't think he had much experience. This is just another reminder right here on the dangers that comes with trucking. And if he was just riding his brakes, man, some people want to blame the carrier as well because they're saying that he wasn't properly trained. I don't know about the training that the carrier did with him or not. Now, what do I think of him being sentenced to 110 years? It sucks, man. It does. You see this guy in court, he's crying, you could just tell, man, that man, dog, I felt for the guy. I really did. However, 4 people did die. Okay, let's not forget that. 4 people did die, did lose their lives. So, on the serio, homie, I'm not even really sure where to go with this, man. I feel bad for the vato. I do. I don't think 110 years is what he should have gotten. That being said, I mean, what about those 4 people that died? They were stuck in traffic. Here comes a runaway truck, man, just smashing into them. What about them? So it's tough, man. It's tough. I'm not even really sure where I stand on it. I don't like, seeing the guy and seeing how much he regrets it and everything, man, and just kind of getting. I was kind of getting that he's inexperienced. Again, I don't know how long he's been trucking. It just made me feel bad for the guy, and it made me feel bad, like, the guy, 110 years, like, nah, homie, that ain't right, man. That being said, 4 people did lose their lives, man. Others injured. You don't get to see them crying and begging, like you do for him. So it's a tough position to be in, dog. It really is. So I'm not even really sure where I stand. I just feel bad about the situation all the way around. And again, I just kind of want to go ahead and throw it out there for anybody who's thinking about getting into trucking. It's not a game out here. It's not, man. There's definitely a responsibility that comes with that CDL. And don't ever get behind the wheel and think you know it all, man. Been doing it for 20 years and I'm still learning about trucking. And there's changes in the businesses going on, and there's changes in the the trucking industry and with trucks themselves. So obviously this guy did not have an automatic truck. They asked him to try to get it into gear. He just broke down crying, man. He just broke down crying. I really don't think that he really thought that he could coast down the hill. I've been on the I-70 before, going downhill. That is not that, man. I just think he freaked out, homie. Honestly, I just thought he freaked out and really didn't know what to do. That's my 2 cents on it. I really don't think he thought he saw the runaway ramp and thought like, nah, I really think I could coast down the hill. I just think he just freaked out, man. Just didn't really know what to do. And that's, I feel bad for the guy, man. I really do. And for, for the people that lost their lives and their family. So, if you don't have an automatic truck and you're going to go downhill and you need to go really slow and put that into a very slow gear before you go downhill, hey, man, then do it. And if people have to go around you and honk at your ass and everything like that you're going way too damn slow, so be it. But it sucks that this happened and that these things do happen. It does happen. It is out there. It's part of being on the road, man. It's part of being a trucker. And it sucks. 110 years, definitely. I think an example was made out of this guy, and we'll see what happens because there are some changes coming up in the trucking industry. So just be on the lookout for that. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think he should have been sentenced to 110 years? Do you think that was a little too stiff? If it is a little too stiff, what about the 4 individuals that lost their lives and their families? What kind of justice should they get? It just sucks all the way around, man. I just feel bad to all my troqueros out there, to all my truckers out there. Hey, keep it between the lines, man. Keep it safe. Do your thing, man, and let's do it right. Let's keep trucking right. To everybody who's just got trucking, barely got into the industry, look, learn. Learn, man. Don't ever think that, hey, man, I gotta look like I know it all. No, chale, dog. If you're backing up and you need to stop the truck and you need to get out and look and you're stopping traffic while you're doing that, so be it. So be it, man. Okay? Because you do not want to be in one of these situations where you think later on, damn it, I should have got off and I should have looked. Or damn it, I should have just slowed down. And so what if I was slowing traffic down, man? You do not want to be in one of those situations where you regret it, where you're thinking, I should have just done this. So be safe out there to all my truckers. Keep it between the lines, man. As always, familia, live your life like you're on the road. Be aware of your surroundings and always keep a safe distance. Blood makes you related, but loyalty makes you family. Until next time, this is Ed the Thecholotrucker. Over and out.